welcome back to another episode of CEDH. Today we are having a special guest. Katabare also has a YouTube channel which is linked down below. Feel free to check him out, leave a follow, like and all that good stuff. But with that, let's get straight into the game. We have Chris on Narset, Enlightened Exile. Next, we have me, Schuster, on Lumra, Belle of the Woods, aka Ruler of the Wild. Then we have Dre on Rograkh, Turbo Cradle. And last but not least, we have Katabare on Hashaton, Scarab's Fist. Any pregame act?
I have a lucky gemstone, Exile Sevin's Reclamation.
Max diamond for S% no.
Untap, upkeep, draw. We will do a snow-covered forest. We cast a Soul Ring. I will not pay for Esper.
I'd like to respond to the trigger. Fetch Dingban, cast a Mystical Tutor. I'd go get Intuition, put it on tap and then draw it.
That went well.
Well, fuck me, I guess. I'll pass not.
Draw. Play a Flooded Strands, crack it for a tropical island. Cast a Chromox.
Would you like to pay for Esther?
Yes, I'll pay with the tropical island. I'll imprint of, Flare. Taps for red. And I'll cast Roger and I'll pass.
I'll go to draw. I will play Urza's Saga. It goes on the first chapter. And I'll be a nuisance from the start. And I'll play Granite Magistrate. And I believe that's my turn. I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, just gonna pass.
Untap, upkeep and draw. We do the first. And then I'll pass my turn as well with 5 cards in hand.
Draw. Play a Volcanic. Cast a Phyrexian Metamor. Bane to life. Also a Drenit.
Untap, draw. Urza's Saga goes to the second chapter. Tap these for colorless. And I'll do Mana Vault.
Okay.
You may draw.
Damn,
No,
he's
you
really
have to
good.
draw actually. I'll do it once. Then I'll tap Gemstone and Mana Vault, Smothering Tithe.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Pass the turn.
I'll take the treasure.
In your end step, I'd like to do the following. I pay a green
Oh no.
and cast a Voldy Tutor, tapping Soul Ring, paying the Esper.
I'll flash in
Okay.
Archivist.
I'd like to search. I think this will be a pretty slow game. So we do collect the Oof.
I'll draw a card and get out.
Untap, upkeep, draw. In my mystery card.
Oh.
We do 1 and cast Carpet of Flowers. I pay. Move through phases, go to main phase 2. Trigger Carpet of Flowers. I target the Rograkh player. I'll make 2 green. Tap this for 2 and cast an Ice Tool Explorer. And now we gamble, guys. I play a cat
Sounds
together.
fun.
I'd like to melee card.
Yeah.
God fucking damn it. Yeah. Have fun, guys. I'd like to pass my turn. Okay, this play looked really bad. I get it. My plan was to hopefully mill a card that's a land because we play 50 lands and I didn't have that many lands in my hand left. But obviously the less greedy and more clean play would have been to just play Castle Garen Bridge, use the Cup of Flowers mana plus the 1 from Soul Ring, tap the Garen Bridge and have enough mana to cast Collect the Oof and then Ice Steel Explorer.
Untap. You can have the treasure, dude. Burning Catacombs.
Yeah.
I'll fetch.
Well, I draw a
What do you
card.
do, buddy?
Searching
What
the
you do?
library.
He gains a card.
And then you get a treasure.
Ah, I'll take it.
Cast a Delighted Halfling. Cast a Growing Rights. A Lamog. You may draw.
So, I assume I'm
ETB.
getting a treasure.
Reveal a spell Skype.
On your end step, check this out. I'll crack 3 treasures, going down to 3, and I'll cycle the Raffine's Tower. It's that bad. I'll untap, I lose life in the vault, and I'll go to draw. The Saga last chapter, I'll tap it to gain a colorless, and I'll go search. I believe you draw a card,
I will draw a card.
And gain the life.
and I will get a treasure. Yeah, I'll take the Soul Ring. Hallowed Fountain untap, losing 2 life, and I believe that's my turn. I'll pass.
So keep. Yeah, we hit the land.
Do I get a treasure?
Oh yeah. Track this. Find a Tundra. Tap 3 for a soul-free equation. I'll go get both cards and I'll
What are you going for?
Cyclonic Rift.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Do you pay for the...
I'm currently thinking about it. Give me 1 sec, please.
Sorry, I have to discard a bunch of cards. Rain Freeze, Lightning Bolt.
Settle
Here's
it. Couple of 4 triggers I will make 2 green. I will use 1 green, tap the Soul Ring, cast Collect the Oof. 1 green, 1 colorless. Make another green, go to 2. Use this, go to 3. I'll pay 3 green and a colorless and cast on Escape Shift, paying for S% or no. Fine, I will sacrifice these 3 lands. I'll search my library for 3 lands. I'll search. We find a Command Beacon, Gaia's Cradle and Hickory Woodlot. 3 Astle Explorer triggers because I sacrifice 3 lands. I'd like to mill 3 cards. Feel of the Dead. Arid Archway, and Burgeoning. Field of the Dead. I have another mill trigger. We have Undulated Halfling. I'd like to move to combat and attack Katabare for 2.
My Dran is 1/3. He's gonna block.
Then I'd like to move from my main phase 2 to my end step and pass it turn. And that's why you use counters to visually remind you for the land drops you have for a game. In Lumra, it's really insane that you can play so many lands out of your graveyard and also fill the graveyard up with the Isle Explorer triggers. So missing even one land can sometimes be the reason why you lose the game. So always use a counter for that.
Tap, draw, Exotic Orchard.
We have a
Cast
Smoldering
a
type
cast
trigger.
No, you can have it, dude. I don't care. Move to end step. I have a trigger for the Grown Rights.
No budget guys create.
I'll pass.
I'll untap nothing and I'll lose a life. Willingly, I'll draw. And I'll play a Sea of Clouds and I'll pass. I can't believe I'm drawing lands and only lands.
Cast the Dragon Rage Channeler and pass the turn.
Draw. Trigger I will not
I
pay.
have 7.
We have a Carpet of Flowers trigger in my main phase. I'll target Narset. I will play a Castle Garen Bridge out of my graveyard. This would have been a real big misplay in this game, because Castle Garen Bridge would enter tap because we don't control a forest at this point. Luckily, my Lumra brain decided subconsciously that I still need to find a land, so it's not that illegal what I did there, but at the end, I think it's fine because we played the forest. With Isle Explorer, I have a mill trigger, I'd like to mill a card. Versus Saga, crack the command beacon, and I'd like to put my Lumra back into my hand. Snow-covered forest because it doesn't really matter. Into play, trigger Isle Explorer, I will mill a card. It's an Urza's Cave. And now we try to go for it. We use 2 from Carpet of Flowers. We do Hickory Woodlot, and we tap Castle Garen Bridge for 6. By paying 4 mana. I have 6 mana floating, and with the 6 I'll attempt a Lumra without any way to loop something or do value stuff. EDP effect on the stack. Lotus Field, Prismatic Vista, Gaia Reach Sanitarium, and a Spelunking. And now I return all my lands from my graveyard back to the battlefield. We have 8 Field of the Dead and 8 Isle Explorer triggers. I'd like to put them this way. And then we have on top the EDP triggers from the ends. We will do it that way. So they enter all tapped. We have a Gaia Reach, a Forest, Prismatic Vista, Urza's Cave, and a Command Beacon. So Urza's Saga enters with a counter on it. Then we have an Arid Archway trigger. I'd like bounce Command Beacon into my hand. Then Lotus Field trigger on the stack. I'd like to sacrifice the Forest and the Lotus Field. And then we have 8 Field of the Dead and 8 Isle Explorer triggers. I'll create 8 zombies. And then we have 8 Isle Explorer triggers. We have a Lotus Cobra, Malevolent Rumble, Boseiju, Lotus Reclaimer, Forest, Echoing Deeps, Boseiju, and an Aftermath Analyst. Lumra is currently a 10-10. Hashaton with a 2-4 and a 2-2.
I'll block the Oof because I hate him more.
Okay, that's fine. Then you take 2. And then
Yeah.
I'll move through phases and go to my end step.
Do I get a treasure? You're paying.
Damn.
Oh,
Yeah, why not? I'll pass.
Now I feel bad.
I'll lose a life from Mana Vault. I'll untap nothing because I did nothing. Now
Another land.
it's Bloodstained Mire.
Bro, I
Okay.
swear. You are so
And-
fucked. It's not fair.
That's. I still have the others.
I mean, at least you can feed Narset another card into his hand if he needs to interact with me.
I'll pass. All good. I play the land.
I'll have
That's
it.
all I got. Do I get
Oh,
a
yeah,
treasure?
I'm just gonna pass.
I'd like to move to my turn.
The only guy that's doing things is Lumra.
Promise you, softlock the guy's
Yeah.
self out of the game. Draw for
Yeah.
I get
Yeah,
a
you
treasure.
can play.
Can get a treasure, that's
Cool.
totally fine. Target Rograkh again for 2. We will do another 2 Hickory Woodlot. You get sacrificed and we are up 4. I will pay 4 and cast a Root Path Purifier out of my hand. I will crack this Prismatic Vista and search my library for a basic land.
I assume I get a treasure.
Shifting Woodlands. We have 2 triggers, Zombie, Mill trigger. Urza's Cave, pay 2 colorless, a green, and fetch again. You may draw a card. And we go for Sunscorched Desert. It enters tapped. We have I'd like to ping Hashaton for 1 damage. I have a Mill trigger. Immo Battleground. We pay 1, 2, 3, and 4 to make a Shifting Woodlands activation, targeting my Aftermath Analyst. Then we will tap the Gaia's Cradle for 1, 2, 3, 4, 14 mana. I'd like to pay 10 mana and sacrifice my Aftermath Analyst and have an activation. I get all my lands from my graveyard back to the battle. 12 lands back to the battle. 12 zombie triggers. So we have 10 Ice Till, 10 Field of the Dead triggers, and we have these triggers. We have an As It Enters trigger. Echoing Deeps Enters is a copy of any land out of a graveyard. So we have another Shifting Woodlands. Then we get another count on Hickory Woodlot. And with Lotus Field, I'd like to target my Sunscorched Deserts. Then we get 10 of these guys and 10 triggers of that. Go down from 10 to 6. Make my Echoing Deeps a Spelunking. So my lands enter untapped from my graveyard. I get this one, Zombie, and Ice Tilt trigger.
Like turn land Spelunking to your.
Fine by me, but when it enters, you can only respond to the DP effect and it's already untapped. I will tap this and...
I have a.
Yeah, feel free.
I'll leave that there, and I'll say that if you make me draw a card, we might have a turn.
I'll fetch, you can draw.
Hold on, we're still on your triggers. We're still on your triggers.
I'll
I draw a
search for
card,
that.
then still responding to your triggers. I'll flash in a dress down. That includes Ice Tilt, your guy that makes them a thing, and then Lumra's ability to get a power toughness. I guess she'll die, but
That's correct.
on dress down in ETB, I do draw a card, and I have a Darcy trigger on the cast. I'll resolve that first, then the land and draw a card.
I'm getting a treasure.
Are we fine to resolve? We do 3, go up to 9. We will sacrifice no count first because it doesn't matter. Then we get a zombie. The Ice Tilt trigger is still in the stack, so it will resolve. Doesn't tap query. 6 zombies at the beginning that were untapped. Move to combat. 6 out of the 21 zombies. I'll take you with my 62s. And then main phase 2. I will play a strip mine. I get another zombie because that's not a creature. Go up to 16. We just sack it and destroy the budget guy's quill. Then I'd like to move through phases and pass my turn.
Dress down will sacrifice itself.
Untap. Draw. Enduring Vitality. Pass.
Yeah.
I'll lose a life, I'll untap nothing, and I'll draw. I'll play a Flooded Strand and I'll pass.
Casting. Wait, where the fuck did I put it? Windfall.
Comes to me, I'll respond with a Bowmaster.
I'll respond to the Bowmaster. Rain Freeze, targeting Hashaton.
Necromancy, Mox Opal, Demonic Council, Tassa's Oracle, Lotho, Mox Amber, Enlightened Tutor, Mystic Remora, Adnos, Esper, Misty, and Killing the Weak.
This was actually a win in his hand. Holy shit.
ETB trigger, your Esper.
Did you pay for Esper on that brain freeze?
I'm not gonna tap Delighted Halfling.
Okay, so we draw all 9 cards, correct?
I'll just
Get a treasure.
Grand Abolisher, Mixture, Voice
First,
of Victory.
you drew a card, so they get a treasure.
Imperial. Oh yeah, you do get a treasure.
Echoing
Bonus.
Deeps,
Get
Command Beacon, and Lotus Field into my graveyard.
put into the Flood Mob.
So 9 times 3 is 27. You have 27 Bowmaster ping.
Who first? Other 2?
So
Yeah.
we had 10.
I'll go Delighted, Archivist of Ogmaya. Let's do 4 on Spellskite, 5 of the zombies.
I'd like to tap Rograkh to cast a Veil of Sun.
I'll let the Veil resolve.
So he draws a card.
I'll draw a card.
Trigger,
Do I get a
Bowmaster
treasure?
trigger.
trigger Orkush.
Yeah.
Get a treasure, Bowmaster, then I'll ping shoot the
Sorry, my
face.
bad.
Now back to Bowmaster triggers on the back.
So your creatures survive. 6 zombies of mine and those die. And the Archivist and DRC die. So everything resolved. Narset is back.
Just gonna Mystic Remora and pass. I'll discard the Seed of the Cyanide.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw a turn. There is a Smoldering type stack, effect on the stack. I will pay with Soul Ring. I tap it in for a colorless, floating, and search my library. Is that okay? We find Vexing Bowl.
Ooh,
Then I have 1 floating. I will tap this. I already lost a life and pay 2. My spell is uncounterable. I'll cast Nature's Rhythm for access 1. I'd like to search my library. Is that okay? Feel free to draw.
I get a Smothering Test trigger. I'll sink into Stupor, your Nature's.
So Mystic Moral trigger on the stack.
Not paying.
I'm not think you can have it. Can I have a treasure? We're buddies now. Wanna do that again? Shoot that?
So it gets bonded to my hand. Fine with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see who the current problem is in this game. I'd like to move to combat and attack Narset with 17 tutus.
Holy cow.
Whoa, what'd I do?
Because you're the reason I couldn't go push through that.
Yeah, but come on, man, don't spite play.
It's not a spite play. You're the reason I can't do stuff right now, and I can push through if you're not here anymore.
What do you mean?
Okay,
Lumra.
I'll move to main phase 2. 1 colorless with Feel of the Dead. Put the Amulet of the Wig on the stack. 2 with Havenwood, because I sacrifice it. 1 with Boseiju. Put an Urza's Cave activation on the stack. trying to search for luck. A Vesuva. With an as it enters trigger, I will make a copy of Shifting Woodlands, the Field of the Dead, and the Emerald Figure trigger. I get a zombie and it gets untapped. We do a activation. We tap this for 18 green and go down to 14, and I target my Aftermath Analyst. 2 green and a colorless, and cast a Nature's Rhythm again.
4 mana. Talon Gates into play.
What are you targeting?
The Aftermath.
Pay 4, crack the Aftermath, put an activation on the stack.
You got anything here for the Nature's Rhythm, dude? Willingly show you my hand. Shifting Woodlands, Urza, Soul Ring, Displacer Kitten, Candelabra, and Ristic.
Okay, treasures going down to 13, and I'll hardcast Force of Will.
Gets countered. Aftermath Analyst effects still on the stack. Okay.
Yeah.
We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 land. This ETB as it enters, and as it enters. Let the Vesuva enter as a Shifting Woodlands, and the Echoing Deeps will enter as a copy of Lotus Field. Then we have all the ETB effects on the stack. Emerald Figure, untap all my lands. I ping 1 damage. In response to the triggers of
That's
the Lotus
fucking
Fields,
wild.
tap these.
My next card would have won me the game.
With 2 Lotus Fields, Sunscorched Desert and Gaia's Cradle, I make infinite mana, because they enter all untapped because of Emerald Figure.
Yeah.
Because I always can make out of 4 mana a Aftermath Analyst and sacrifice it for 4 mana, and because I have the accumulating zombies,
Yeah, okay.
I can return them
okay.
infinitely back to the battlefield, sacrifice them with these 2 triggers, and this one dies to the activation because it's an Aftermath Analyst, and I ping you all to death with the Sunscorched.
Oh, good. That's the part I was missing. If it came to my turn, I would have won. But
Yeah,
probably.
I thought about it. That's why I wanted to push so hard.
Intent, Diabolic Intent, Mystical Tutor, Vampiric Tutor, and Swords, and a few lands.
Ah, shit. Holy shit, this game was really cool. That's another good showing of why Lumra is so resilient, and if it gets going, you really can't do stuff against it anymore. Thanks again to Katabare for joining us for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like and follow, check this guy out, and we'll see each other in the next video. Bye bye.